On this episode of Bumpy's Beer Review, from Fat Orange Cat, you got Santa Claus. This is an Imperial Stout with cinnamon buns. We are fast approaching Christmas. It is coming right up. In fact, when this airs, it will only be a few days away. So this is brewed and canned by Fat Orange Cat in North Haven, Connecticut. It's distributed by 12%. Comes in at 9.1% ABV. And this is the can art. No can on date, but it doesn't really matter. It's an Imperial Stout with cinnamon buns. The dog can wait to go in. I'm going to get this review underway. Let's crack it open. Yeah, so that's got like a multicolored head to it. It did build quite the head. It's very dark. It is kind of lighter on top. It's like a Neapolitan, all chocolate though. Yeah, so kind of khaki to mocha to a darker chocolate. Then the beer itself is pretty much, we'll call that black. So it was pouring out pretty dark and thick looking. So let's get some aromas here. Nothing's really screaming out of the glass, but I would imagine I'm picking up a little bit of like a maybe fudge type aroma. Let's get closer. I'm not sure if I just can't smell through the head or if I'm like not able to smell, but I'm kind of just picking up like a faint kind of pastry and some chocolate notes. Yeah, I can kind of see like a little bit of a cinnamon, touch of cinnamon. Yeah, it's kind of a hard one to smell. It's either me or the beer, and I'm gonna say it's probably the beer. Let's go ahead and dive on in for the first sip, so cheers. Yeah, the body seems to be a bit on the gloopy, gloppy, thicker side. So a lot of chocolate notes coming through. I'm getting some roasty, toasty, coffee-esque flavors as well. That dog is just irritating me. Kobe! Wait! Yeah, a little bit. Cinnamon is kind of hits on the back end. It's more roasty, toasty coffee. I'd say it's more coffee forward than it is chocolate, but definitely a little stickiness to the palate. Somewhat of a smooth mouthfeel. Carbonation seems to be a little bit on the lower side, though. I can kind of get that kind of cinnamon bun thing, just kind of. But that's like me, like really digging, really thinking hard. Like, am I tasting cinnamon bun? I can kind of say it was more in the aromas, I think, with that kind of pastry thing going on. But yeah, kind of a touch of that on the tail end. And one of the things that makes it really hard to get it is this is a packing a bitter punch. So quite earthy. Maybe some like dark malt stringency. All that stuff going on. It is drying on the palate as well as sticky. So sticky lips and a dry tongue. It sounds like a Jack White album. Sticky lips and a dry tongue. Anyways, yeah, where would I land this one? 9.1% ABV. You get a little warming in the chest. I used to not really be a big fan. I probably am still not a huge fan of like coffee stouts and stuff. This one at least getting kind of the cinnamon and stuff like that. It's not totally like drinking black coffee. It's definitely coffee forward, I would say. I think it's the bitterness on the tail end not allowing, just kind of distracting from everything else on this one. ABV does not really show up on the palate, but yes, it is warming in the chest, which is okay. I think I'm just gonna say this one is top end good. Not gonna throw it into the very good category, and that's that. So I want to say Merry Christmas to all. A good beer day. But cheers and thank you all for watching.